said it was a different event.
What was that? Rainy days.
You should be back.
You think it's streaming already?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was an adventure. Crafty, 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 craft. Lost the comments. Telling you guys we lost the comments. Turns out I just completely lost my internet. I blame the fireworks. Yay! Thank you. Ranger blames the fireworks, yeah. Sarah messaged and she said that Milo's not impressed with their fireworks.
Then a video on my phone and I had a cat and that Ranger was not impressed by.
He wasn't impressed by the cat noises either. Alright, let's see what shaky shakes we can get. Hello buddy, how you doing? It's a very rainy night out there. Alright. Yay! Back on track. Didn't even know I was gone. Oh well. Alright, I'm just going to go simple with this because I think with using up scraps, it's nice to be inspired, but not, I don't really want to spend all night trying to make something, trying to fit, what did they say? Trying to fit a square thing into a round hole. So I'm going to add some sprinkles. Sprinkles, sprinkles. Some iridescence. Honeybee Citrus Burst Chameleon Sequins. Let me see if I can bring in any of the colors that's in my, maybe some of this gold would work for that sort of ochre color. Kind of nice. Hi, Love to Create. How you doing? Ooh, it's a lot. And then this blue is not quite the right kind of blue for what we've got over there. But I'm sure I've got something that would work. These light blue ones might do the trick. I'm going to add a couple of these really light green ones, are almost tealy color. The green in this mix is a bit too green, and the blue is a bit too blue, so I'll just add some of those middle tone ones. Awesome. Hello. Just checking I'm still up. I have no idea, am I? I think so.
Right.
Alrighty, thank you. Yeah, I'm gonna have a craft dog for a while. So I'm lining that up with my Misty without the foam in there. Looks like I managed to get a lot of sequins around the place. So be it. So we've got You Are Possum. And then I think we'll just add this on here and call it done, to be honest. Let me take off my squeaky shoes. When they're wet, they squeak around the place. We don't want removable. We'll have non-removable. Thank you very much. Have you been out and about during half-term week, Lesley? What did I do? We haven't done a lot. I've been really busy at work, but oh, I did take part of the day off on Wednesday, and I met up with one of the other school mums who had a baby in May, and I had seen baby Jake, but I hadn't even held him yet, which is absolutely ridiculous. Normally we see him at the school gate, so he's all tucked up and snoozing and stuff. So as soon as I got there, I was like, give me your baby. And we went off to a local town, and we went to this all-you-can-eat Chinese buffet. Yum. Actually, it's not just Chinese, it's Indian, Chinese, a whole lot of like mixed stuff. It's really nice. So we did that, and then we went into a couple of shops afterwards. Not a lot, it's not a very big shopping town, but it was really nice to hang out with her because I haven't done that in ages. And apart from that, just trick-or-treating yesterday. Ta-da! I'm going to call this one done. Nice and simple for You Are Possum. And I think I'm going to move on to this one, and what I actually thing I might do, which is a little bit weird, but I like weird, is I might fold it in half lengthways and make it a tall card. What? So 5.5, 2.5, 2 3/4. Okay. No, that doesn't feel right. We're just going to wing it. Yeah, that's right. So now I have a card like this, but I'm going to add a little bit more ink to bring the sky up a bit. Here it is. I'm going to actually get some spun sugar, I reckon. We also had one of Piper's little friends over for the day, so they were busy little girls, crafting and playing and all sorts. They had a wonderful time. Spun sugar, where are you? So I was telling you that I started tidying up my craft room, doing a little bit of tidying. I have a unit beside my desk here that is, it's wide enough to hold my wooden ink pad holder. But the stuff in the drawers is not stuff that I use an awful lot. And what I really like to do is get rid of that ink pad holder, house my ink somewhere else, and get rid of that unit. So I started trying to free up space, but it's one of those things where you're like, right, I need to put my ink somewhere. Right, I know what I can do. I'll put it in this drawer. In order to do that, I need to take everything out of this drawer and find them new homes. And so it like snowballs completely. It's just the way it works. So in the end up, I didn't actually get to move all my inks, but I did make a start. Can't find my spun sugar. Must be hiding on me. Fairly certain that Piper was using it the other day, so that might explain why it's gone AWOL. We'll just have to use the ink instead. I might upgrade to a foam blending tool, however, so I can get a little bit more pressure on it. Yells says, nice card, thank you. So what we need to figure out is what we want to put on the card. Do we want to put aliens, maybe a spaceship, maybe a superhero? What do you think? Nicole says, I love the color you're using. Hello, Nicole, watching on Facebook. Thank you so much. Yells says, I need to tidy up. I don't know where to begin as I keep adding to the stash quicker than I use it. I think we've all been there, darling. I think we're all quite guilty of that crime. Hello, Nicole Lynn, how are you? All right, so I think that what I might do is give this a quick spritz with my water. And I still haven't brought out any kitchen towels, so I'll just have to use this old rag, but that's okay. In fact, instead of just using my normal water, I'm going to use the Perfect Pearl water that I have here. But I'm going to take it apart and give it a flick. Ooh, actually, I might actually give it some stars as well with my Copic white ink. Santa? Is that Santa and spaceship theme? Says Yells. Hey, buddy, what you doing? Let's move my awesome out of the way, or possum even. And grab a little bit of my Copic opaque white. You going outside, buddy? Off inside. Off you go then. Come on then. Ranger's had enough of this crafting malarkey. A quick knock so that he can let him in. Pretty blend, says Carrie. Hello, thank you. I'm just trying to find a nice paintbrush that would work for me to do some splatters. And Piper had some water out here earlier in her butterbeer mug. So I said, well, I'll keep that. Oh, yes. So someone on, I think it might have been on Stamp Junkies earlier, was we're talking about getting ink or paint to use to create like starry backgrounds. You guys will know that I use this, which is the opaque white ink by Copic. I like it a lot. Oh, my comments are coming up now. Yay! Marjolaine's here. Hello, Marjoleine. So a Father Christmas. We can do a Father Christmas. Oh, actually, I have a little stamp. Do I still have it? Which is a silhouette. Well, I'm not sure how much if it'll stamp nicely on this, now that I've just inked it up. It's the silhouette of Santa flying. It's pretty tiny. You have a quick look. It is a rubber stamp. So it'll be on my wall of rubber stamps over here. This one. Which might be cute. And we might even have a Merry Christmas or something. I do have a Merry Christmas. A very small one. Nicole says, I love that effect and I never knew how it was done. Thanks for sharing. You are very welcome. So I feel like we want to have some sort of creature, for want of a better word, or alien. However, there's not a lot of ground down there. Let's see. So the spaced out the spaced out stamp set even would work, and the You're Weird stamp set could work as well. So let's create some space and see what we could do. Ooh, we could put lots of little planets in the background, couldn't we? Should we try that? I think that would be fun. And then we're seeing Earth from space. Okay, I need to move this because I need to create some more space so that I can make my spaceship. Include a spaceship, says Yells. Oops. Nice. Yes, we could have the little spaceship. Hey Lucy, how you doing? Love to Create says, wanted to share, just got the new blending dome sponges from scrapbook.com and I'm pleased with it. It's amazing. I have seen a few people craft with them. I haven't bought any, mostly because you can only get them at scrapbook.com. So maybe that's what I need to get for my Christmas wish list, is some things from scrapbook.com. A big order. What I tend to do is I don't buy anything and then I do a massive haul. Might as well justify the shipment over from the US of A, because of course we have to pay tax on it and everything when it comes in. So even if things are on offer, by the time it comes in and you pay an extra 20%. We could have zooming by to say Merry Christmas. Or we just go generic and not have Christmas. Which might be a bit more usable, for want of a better word. All right, let's color some of these guys in. I think I'll use my tri-blends tonight for a little bit. course, I need to do green and blue for my earth. This one's called Jade Green. And I'll go back to that ice blue. I actually might darken it up a little bit, especially around the edges. After all, it's in space, it's very far away. Do you sometimes dread my comments? Yes. No, but I do sometimes laugh at them, as you know. Your comments are mostly the, like, definitely some of the most inspiring and out of the box. Outside the box, even. Tan blend is a little bit boring, I think. Oops. Oh no, that's too boring. I want an orange. Here's orange blend. There we go. I think there's very little difference between the light and the mid and that orange blend, but anyway. What other colours would make believe planets be? Yell saying, do they stop the blooming? I can't see what. Oh, the blooming on the circles. No harsh lines, easy to blend. Ooh, nice. Definitely need to check them out then. This one is called Lavender Blend, but it's a bit boring in my opinion, so I'm going to go over it with a light pink. Pinkify it a little bit. So that is Pale Pink Blend. And then I think we'll do a bright pink blend for this one. Ew, it is super neon. Not having that. Thanks, but no thanks. A light blue over the top. Now it's a beautiful purple. And I think I will go for a really light color, like a, oh, I want like a light yellow. Or orange. Let's try this apricot blush. Yeah, that's good. We like that. Okay, let's cut these out and then we'll see where we're at. Yellow ring on the planet says yes, yes. Oh yes, I think I got there before you. No, I seem to have an overaccumulation of purple tape on my baby blue, so I shall go on ahead and use some of these, but be very careful not to put it on my stamped and inked area, because we all know that purple tape can pull. I'll use my Heffy tape for this bottom one, these bottom ones. we go. Fluorescent yellow, no way. I don't like neon. I absolutely hate neon. The funny thing is, I don't like neon, and I think because I don't like neon, Piper doesn't really like neon things, which is wonderful. That one moved, cheeky. And so she's not one of these kids that has a lot of neon clothing. But my sister seems to love neon. And every time it seems that she buys Piper clothes, it always seems to be neon. And I have to go, thank you. And then I keep trying to hint, please don't buy neon. She still wears it, obviously. I just don't really enjoy it. Apparently my tea's cold. Okay, so we have to remember that this is the focal point of the card, even though that this is the magic. So we have to get to add some of them as well. I'll do this for now, because otherwise it's a bit challenging. And we can have some, we'll put this one that's kind of moved, we'll put it up top on a white area so it's not, oh, you can't even see, it's not really not noticeable. And we're probably going to have more going on over here, so I think actually we'll put earth behind. Maybe something like this. What do you think? We could have a little spaceman, or we could have a little dude in an aircraft, or a spacecraft technically. We could have a moon up here. Should we stamp a moon up here? Would that be fun? And we could have love you to the moon and back, or I'm over the moon for you. I don't think I've made a moon card yet, like the one with a sentiment. Do I want Santa? I don't think I want Santa. This is me and my I don't like making Christmas cards thing. I'm such an idiot. Is this gonna fit? Don't think so. Rebecca says, love the card so far. Thank you, Rebecca. These scraps are, scrap cards are turned out all right. Maybe I should just keep going with my scraps. Scrap usage. That would work, the moon. Yeah. Let's see. We will add a little bit to the moon. A little bit of like a tea dye, no, vintage, no, what's it called? It's a big linen. Antique linen, I think that's the one we need for this. To bring a little bit of color to here. Hopefully that'll work. I'm actually going to take some scrap paper first of all and test it out, because no my luck, it'll be just the wrong color. Yeah, I think that would work, just a tiny bit. There we go. It's antique linen. Pretty moon. Feel like I'm missing a plant of some description. Don't know where he's disappeared to. I'm sure it'll turn up somewhere. Love to Create says grey. Yeah, maybe I should have gone a bit more grey, but I actually quite like this. So we could go for Santa, but I don't think I'm feeling Christmas vibes just now. I very rarely do. I mean, I do. I love Christmas, but I don't really make Christmas cards, funnily enough. So we could have, where is it? Love you to the Moon and Book, Moon and Back, not the Moon and Book. I'm over the moon for you. I feel like we want to do I'm over the moon for you. I'm over the moon for you. And then I feel like we need either a spaceman or an alien. Or what we could do is have an alien on this side and a spaceman on that side, and that would be funny. Nancy says, a quick hello from Friendly's working tonight. I'll watch it on playback. Yay! All right. Have a lovely time working, Nancy. We're missing you already. Okay, I'm going to do the spaceman. And I feel like I want to do like a string or something coming from the moon to him. I might just draw on, I'm not sure yet. Winging it. And I think what I'll also do is do a spaceship, and it will be parked on this side of the moon that is under my face. Ooh, I'm wondering if this is not Copic friendly paper. It looks like it's bleeding a little. It'll do. And then maybe a spaceship. You'll need an alien or a spaceman, says Yals. I think so too. Maybe even both. I like this one, this little furry one, because it kind of looks like he's waving. Like, yay, you did it. We could even maybe give him a speech bubble. I'm going to go ahead and stamp the over the moon for you, because otherwise I'll forget to do it. Ta-da! An elf instead of an alien. Says love to create. Are you sure you're not Yals in disguise? It It would make it very Christmassy though. Apparently my glue decided to explode here. Oh, I don't really want to stick this down yet. Well, too late it appears. I'll not do these ones yet. Oh, there it is. I knew it'd turn up eventually. Let's color these guys in. Just gonna go for good old cool grays for my spaceship. And maybe some yellow lights and a red trim. Although I suppose it would be probably neon green or something. So from all your suggestions, I'm guessing everyone else is in this Christmas card making mood at the moment. Maybe we'll go bright green lights below. 2 green buttons. Although now that this is darkened up, I think we need to add a little bit more color to our spaceship here. It's faded away into nothing. We'll C3 and C1 just to bring that color back a little bit more. And for, I think we'll give the spaceship, space person, spaceman, space lady. Sort of a pinky purple trim up here. Maybe a purple backpack or air pack, whatever it is. And blue. Bronwyn says, hi Lesley, I got my Heffy little order with the extra goodies early in the week, but was too busy working to play. Thank you again for your generosity. I was so stoked to be your 1000th order. Oh yay, I'm so glad you popped on, Bronwyn. Congratulations. Lots of fun things in your package, wasn't there? And lots of fun wrapping it up, finding a little bag to put it in and everything. It was a big day for us. It was so much fun. All right. So for the helmet, I'm going to give it a little bit of BG10 and then color the hair brown. And the face, what are you, E00, yeah. And I'll just use a little R20 to see if I can get a little bit of blush on those cheekies. Yay! Pretty. Hopefully you can see this. Awesome. I think I'm going to go purple and pink again for the spaceship, because why not? A little bit of purpley. My daughter absolutely loved the wrapping. Oh, this one's not working. Here we go. And the card. Narwhals are her favorite. It was so exciting for us. Oh, yay. Happy, happy. So I'm going to start light with my pink. Oh, excuse me, I'm going to cough. Pardon me. And then go a little bit darker. If I can find just the right color to do it. Yeah. I'm going to color the inside of the whole black. And I'll bring in a little bit of blue for the rim here. And this bit. Technically, if it's stationary, it probably doesn't need a little flame underneath it, but maybe it needs a fire underneath it to keep the electricity on. Maybe that's what it is. Otherwise, how are you going to make yourself a cup of tea? Nice. Okay. So we need to figure out what color to do our little dude. I'm thinking green, actually. Thinking we're probably going to go for a little green alien. Uh-oh. Fuzzykin. Now there's a yellow one here called Mimosa. That's a secret green. Mimosa yellow. Pretends to be a yellow, but it's actually a green. There we go. We'll do dark green for his legs. And arms, he did little stubby arms. And antenna. Love it. I think he too will have rosy cheeks. Even though technically he has fur there. You can still have rosy cheeks if you've got fur. In the land of card making, anyway. This is the first year, this is Yell speaking, this is the first year I've started early, but at least I'm ahead. All the neighbour cards are done, so I have time to personalise the cards as requested, plus the odd birthday on the run-up. Oh, very nice, very nice. Do the little spaceship. And this little alien. I try to send not personalized card, but a handmade card to Craig's mum and dad, and my mum and dad, and that's pretty much all I do. The odd time, if I'm feeling inspired, I will do something unique or different a bit, so like to the vet or to the guy who does our car and things like that, the garage. Hi Anna. Anna McClintock says, hello all, watching while cooking cheesy broccoli stuffed chicken. Yay, yum. Gotta love a cheesy broccoli. And a cheesy cauliflower, also delicious. We had like udon noodles stir fry tonight. And Craig made the joke of, you must have chopped up the meat really fine tonight. And Piper's like, meat? I don't see any meat. Is the meat in there? Is it really chopped up fine? Yeah, there was no meat in it. Not tonight. But she was not quite understanding it. Got a blob of glue right here. I'm gonna extract it. There we go. Okay, so we're gonna have a spaceship on the moon, I think. Let's move over so you can actually see. This little guy is over here. Maybe some planets around. And we can either have them just like this or put the window on. Or what we can do is stamp the window in the background. Just stamp it on the base of the card. And then pop him in there, which might be fun. The other thing we have in this set is these little dashed lines, which we could also have to create the illusion of movement. Like this. I wanted to have a string coming down here with his blue, whatchamacallit. So I'm gonna just go ahead and do that. Let's put this over here because obviously it would connect to his spaceship, huh? All right. So the one on the stamp has these little lines on it. So I'm going to go ahead and replicate that. Yell says, do you buy cards? Anyone in the family who buys a card is frowned upon. Oh yeah, I buy cards. I actually really enjoy buying cards, Christmas cards. Probably because it's the only cards that get bought. I also really enjoy writing Christmas cards. And many of you know that we do normally a Christmas newsletter. For our family. And this year, Piper has been doing really well drawing on the iPad. So I told her that she can draw some stuff and then we'd put it into the newsletter. So she's really excited about that. Go with the string can become busy. Go with the string can become busy. I like it. Okay, I'm going to emboss this guy here. Which is going to be for my little alien. Do I want that one? Maybe I want the big one. Yeah, I think I'll go for the big one. And I don't think I'm going to bother with this little one. So I'm going to run this through the Gemini Junior. Lucy says, I feel that some recipients of my cards don't appreciate them, so I tend to end up buying some. Yeah. Oh, that is definitely a thing. Like, people who don't make cards don't normally have a concept of how much time it might have taken you, or even how much it would have cost, because all these things don't come for free, you know. So I'm with you there, Luce. I think that people don't appreciate the time. Plus, I think that at Christmas people get inundated with cards. Well, maybe not nowadays, but back in the day, my mum and dad would get hundreds of cards, and I literally mean hundreds, over 200. my mum worked in a school, so like all the kids would get her a card pretty much. And all the teachers and things, and the bus drivers and whatever else. And so we would get so many cards. I do think it's dying down a bit that people don't send as many cards these days. Certainly Christmas cards. And as much as I love the tradition, etc., there is also the aspect of it's a bit wasteful. I mean, it's nice, I guess. I don't know. I can't really say it's wasteful because I use so much card and paper every day when I'm crafting. But it brings me joy. And so does handmade cards. Not handmade cards, Christmas cards. It brings people joy. But I don't think people do it as much anymore. Do you? Right, I feel like I want one more little planet over here. Maybe another little guy. Time, thought, and effort is not appreciated. Yeah, well, I think that's what my original point was, is that there's so many cards that a lot of the time at Christmas, it's just, oh, there's the postman. Oh, there is excitement, but you're opening 6 Christmas cards. You're like, oh, that's nice, and you put them up on the shelf. But imagine if you took that Christmas card and you sent it on the 28th of December or something, and maybe not made it a Christmas card, just like a hello card, thinking of you card. That would be appreciated way more, don't you think? Because it's something different. Maybe it depends who you're sending it to. At least card and paper can be recycled. But I agree that card giving is dying out, which is sad because there's nothing nicer than Happy Meal. For sure, I agree. But I think that, oops, that isn't going to stay. I think that for the general public, card giving is dying out. We've got things like, whatever it is, Funky Pigeon, Moon Pig, people send out even just a Facebook message. We've got those things where people are connecting more easily and it doesn't cost any money. I'm going to hang this one off the edge. A little bit. Like so. And then I've got 2 new ones, yay! This is where it meets up on the other edge of the black hole. I think this guy's going to be on a wobbler. Let me see if I can find one. I'm not sure if I've got any little ones left. One little one. Vanessa says, hi Vanessa, I send anniversary card just because mostly is valued by to send an anniversary card. Normally my mom sends me an anniversary card. You know what the bad thing is? Craig and I don't even send each other anniversary cards. I think for the first like 2 or 3 years we did something, and then after that it was just happy anniversary, and that was it. Well, that's fine. We don't mind. It's not about the one day of the year. So I'm going to put my wooden stamps back. Wasn't feeling Santa tonight. Maybe another night Santa. Handmade cards stand out on the shelf. Yes, I agree. They do. I think they always will. All right. I love this. I love the fact that it looks really cool like this, and then when you open it up, it's like even more cool. However, I do need to put a panel on the inside because where I have embossed through, I've got a little swirly majig down here. So I am going to take a piece of card. In fact, I wonder if I've got any scraps up here, which might be kind of the size that I need. I think that would do. Yes, yes. To here. And if I just cut that down to about there. And I think I'm going to add some pink to this. Because why not? Because why not, people? Yell says, I try to theme cards with their interests and add their face. Ah, cute. And Lucy says, I like to do just because cards. Yeah, me too. Oh no, don't bend. I managed just to get my finger. Bend it and get a big mark on it. Now it's going to have to be darker pink. Or I flip it. I could flip it. Let me get a new wipey. Try that one again, shall we? A bit more gentle this time. Per Santa says yells. Mert says gorgeous. Thank you, Mert. There we go. I think we can work with that. It reminds me of how I failed my watercolor art yesterday. You failed it? What do you mean? What happened? Was it a class? Can you feel it? Pardon me, I'm gonna cough now. Poor Mert. Oops, I'm a little bit off at the top, but we're gonna go with it. It's handmade, not Hallmark. All right, so we have got I'm Over the Moon for You. Ta-da! With a pinky insert. Loving it. That was fun. Took more time than the first one, but anyway. It's all part of the fun. Right. Should we have a look and see what else we can find? Let me put this away actually before we do go any further. Weird. Oh, I forgot to do the thing that I was going to do a little speech bubble with from the aliens saying like congrats or something. Oh well, never mind. Special space time. There we go. All right, so that's 2 cards done now. 2 scrappy cards. Happy days. What else have we got in here? Or shall we do a stamp roulette? What do you think, you guys? Do, 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 do. Got some watercolor bits here as well. All sorts of things. Got a frame. We have some fun lines. We could have a little lion maybe, and a bear. Oldie but goodies. Oh, we could maybe bring in that enjoy now. Let's see. You could add this enjoy maybe like a really bright yellow. And this is actually already on a card front as well. Happy days. Yes. So what if we had a bear? I think I want him over here. And a lion. And we have enjoy. Over here, we'll probably have to have Mr. Lion over here because he's taller. And Mr. Bear over here, so we can see the loop of our Y. We could do that in a bright yellow. I think that would work. And what do you think? Maybe like a cake or something in the middle? Presents. Come on guys, inspire me. What can we put in the middle there? What should we do? Let's ink up my enjoy so that it's done. In fact, I think what I'll do with this is use some mustard seed. Oh, yeah, okay, I'm going to try this. If it doesn't work, then I'll try Catherine Pooler's. That would work. But if I just spritz it with some water, but obviously one that's actually got water in it. Like this. Kind of moved it around. Make it really nice and inky and delicious. Yes. There we go. It's going to take a wee minute to dry though. It's a bit saturated. Stamp roulette with mixed scraps. Well, stamp roulette is good because you've got the whole stamp set and you could just use like a tiny star. Stamp roulette with scraps is maybe a bit harder, but I've already got the start of something going on here. We could do stamp roulette for whatever we're going to add to it. It's a bit risky though, because we've already got kind of something started. Oh, but let's go and do it then. Come on then. Why not? We know that you all love a bit of stamp roulette. So let's do it. Please give me a number between 1 and 120 for large. So an L number, so L 32, L 64, blah, blah, blah. And a small number, I think we discovered it was only about 100 for that. So between 1 and 100 for small, so S between 1 and 100. You can choose, choice is yours. And while I'm doing that, I'm going to heat dry this. So I'm going to put you on mute. All right, L15. Let's start off with that. Okay, L15, we have got, you are simply the best, awesome, wonderful, happy, and hoppy. Okay, I'm gonna pull everything and then pick and choose because that's my way of cheating tonight. 78. $20, $21, $22, $30, $24, $25, $6, $7, $8, $9, $30, $31, $32, $40. 9, 50. Okay, 78. Okay, so this is good because we could either add another critter or we could use one of the solid images. So I like that. Fancy that. Riri says bunnies. Nice. And S49, I'm going to pull that one out as well. $33, $34, $35, $36. Ow, 40. Okay, so 49 is a hamster wheel and an alpaca. So I'm pretty sure we're gonna get some love hearts or snowflakes for this one. Unless we can figure out a way to add those little critters onto our card as well. Riri says, what does the L and S stand for? This is large and this is small because I keep them in different packets. All right, so I'm thinking that I actually want to add some glitter to this. Call me crazy. So I'm going to use holographic embossing powder just to add a little bit more pizzazz to this card. Okay, I'm going to cover this up with my heat tool, and then I should have somewhere along the line an embossing pen. Whether it is still in the land of the living is another question. Actually, maybe I should do do you know what? I think I'll do, shall I do glue instead? Let me see if I can find my embossing pen first of all. Oh, here it is. I'll get my embossing powder ready because I don't think this is going to be very, I don't think it's going to be very juicy, that pen. So I'll just have to take it slow. The pen itself has a somewhat blue tint. Can you? I don't think you're going to be able to see. It's there. It's there. So I'm going along the edge of the lines. And you might not know, but this, I've used a stencil called Raise the Roof, which I should add, we have just got back in stock over at Heffy Doodle store. And if you are subscribed to our newsletter, you probably already know this, but if not, you should know that we have our stencils on offer at the moment. They're 15% off for all our stencils. Okay. Awesome sauce. Riri says, I can see it. Good. A little bit of glitter every now. Need to get Noodles in here. Noodles is our new robot vacuum cleaner that Craig splurged upon. I'm going to mute you for a second. Awesome. All right, let me show you this. Cause it's so pretty. Isn't it pretty? So that is the holographic embossing palette. Clear hologram sparkle, in fact. I'm also going to use my other high-tech new addition to my craft room. How exciting. We have one of those for our kitchen. That actually, it's a really good tip. Nothing to do with card making or crafting. A really good tip if you find those little like tiny brushes, sometimes you can get them because they're meant for like a caravan or something. They're great. We have one, there's like a magnet hook on our fridge and we have it there. And I use it for the surfaces because you'd be surprised how, like most of the time, whenever I need to wipe down the surface, it's actually just dry stuff and not actually wet stuff. So a little quick brush does the trick. My friend Elizabeth had one and I was like, oh, that's amazing. I need one of them for my kitchen, and then I decided I need one of them for my craft room. But because it was Elizabeth that introduced me to this concept, the one in the kitchen is called the Elizabrush. So I will say, just fetch me the Elizabrush. Amanda's here. Hey! Oh, Riri says Noodles the vacuum. How did it get that name? Well, it's pretty boring. Actually, we copied someone else. We on the little leaflet that came with it. There was people had commented like, we think it's amazing that the dog follows it around thinking that it's going to play with him and all this stuff. And somebody had said, we think Noodles the vacuum is wonderful, blah, blah, blah. So then I decided to Craig, we have to be hand paper. We have to name it something. And we tried to come up with lots of different names. And in the end, I was like, it needs to be something fun like Noodles. Noodles is a fun name. I want a name like Noodles. And then we went, let's just have Noodles then. Yeah, so this one is definitely darker than this one. So I'm going to come in now with some Distress ink and pop on top. Hopefully try to even these out a bit. There we go. And the reason that we give it a name is because we can use the Amazon Echo Dot thing to control it. So we will say, Echo Dot, tell Noodles to start vacuuming, or tell Noodles to go home, and it'll go off to its little home again. Sparkly! All right, so we got our black and white lion and a bear. This is gonna go here. I'm gonna actually pop these up with some Poppy Pop dots and stick them on. Do, 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 do. Oops. So, do you guys have any ideas of what I should use from these other stamp sets? Come on, guys. Need some inspiration. Yells, come on, come and give me some crazy ideas. Do we add a bunny in the middle? So sparkly, says Riri. Add a bunny holding a carrot. Oh, I should have known that Riri was going to suggest adding a bunny. And Casper. Nice. That looks fun and vibrant, doesn't it? We got Mr. Lion over here. We could even have a bear here. We could add more. Well, we can't have you are simply because that doesn't make any sense. Got awesome, enjoy, the best. Or maybe we just have happy birthday, enjoy. Or we have one of these bunnies. Definitely think we're gonna have to have love hearts. I'm just gonna go ahead and add the love hearts now because I don't foresee any other option in this one, I'm afraid. A little bit off-piste at the moment. Let's get rid of these. And that's a Nouveau Lotus flower. I'm also going to come in with a lighter pink for the odd one. There we go. I used it. I used something from the set. Love the look of the heart, says Riri. That's good. So we did it. Use that one. Move it out of the way quick. So what have we got here? Add a bunny holding a carrot. Happy birthday speech bubble and a love heart balloon. Oh yeah, that's a good idea. The bunny could be inside saying happy birthday with him holding the balloon. What if we did the monkey would work. Happy B-Day. The problem is the enjoy is like covering up the background. I should have thought of balloons beforehand. You know what? I'm going to do happy birthday. I'm going to do the happy birthday. It's going to go right here. Is it? Maybe here. And I think we're going to do some white heat embossing on gray. So let me see if I can find some gray. The monkey would be cute, says Ruby. Yes, the monkey could work. Kind of goes with our animals a bit more than like a cat would. Happy birthday to you. Oops, that's clear. I don't want clear. I don't want seafoam white as well. I remember now. Couldn't find it the last time, could I? Monkey or rhino, but I'm thinking monkey. We could have both. There's probably room for both, to be honest. Where is my little pokey tool to reclaim the middle of my eye? I mean my A, not my eye. All right, guys, mute for you. I'm on mute still. What a silly, silly sausage I am. Sorry about that, guys. Talking away to myself. I was just saying how all the powder from the embossing bag. I feel like I'm gonna sneeze. Such a silly sausage I am. Okay, we're nearly there. Should we try some tiny critters? We could have a monkey down here. I feel like we're gonna cover all of our shinies though if we do that. And maybe an effalump. No, I think it's gonna cover us all up too much. Maybe we just need to. Maybe we have them popping out. How's that? Is that better placement, better balance? They're popping out. Could have them more centralized. Like this. Happy birthday, boom! And then we could have a little big hugs and an I love you. Either way, let's color some bears. Bunny is Easter to me, so not the bunny says yells, yells. Get the feeling that this maybe is not stamped onto Copic friendly cardstock. That's the challenge of using scraps. You never really know what you're gonna get. Rihanna says, I used the monkey on a recent video for Halloween. Might be a bit morbid though. Okay. We won't ask. What did you guys do for Halloween? Any trick or treating? He's nice. I'm just going to darken him up a little bit around the edges. bit more yellow with Monsieur Roi le Lion. So these are the classiques that I'm using just now. That one is Dandelion. Dandelion. Ah. Of course it works well. Got a lion in the name. And we'll go darker for his mane. And lines. I see an elephant on the card, says Ray. No, it says Yells. Ray says, I don't celebrate it, so did nothing. It's becoming more popular here in Australia, though. What did you do? There is a new housing estate. Well, I say new, it's probably 10 years old now, but it's fairly new. That's near us. And historically, they have had, like they go all out for Halloween. It's just around the corner for us. So we went down there, actually. We've been doing that for the last kind of 3 years. That we go around our neighbours here, but not very many of them do. And not very many of them have kids, so they don't really do Halloween. And then we went down to that other estate, and it's really good. It's just good fun. Loads of people out on the street. It kind of reminds me of like the movies in America, like Suburbia. All the kids are out doing their trick-or-treating. It's kind of cute. Get some pink. And brown noses for everybody. Oops, not that side though. Remy says, I sent you a message on Facebook too. I don't think you got to see it. No, I didn't. Oh, thank you. It's just me saying thank you for the, sorry for the loss of Fiskars. Thank you. Because it was ages ago, it's fine now. But it was painful at the time. As is the way. Oh, it looks like these guys are like hugging if you do it like this. But I don't want it to do that. But I don't want to do that. I think we'll do this. And we'll cut off their bellies. So he's getting he's losing some limbs. We're gonna make it work. I want to make sure that we can see some of that glitter. There we go. And so we have, I think we're going to go for big hugs. I don't think we've got very much choice, to be honest. But I am going to use my Misty for this, because for these solid images, sometimes you got to go a couple of times. I'm going to try the Nuvo Hybrid. I've never really used it on a solid image before. So we'll see. Pigment seemed to work really well with these solid ones. I think that's starting to bleed a little bit too much for my liking. I think I'll swap over to some Catherine Puller. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, I'm going to go purple. Flirty Fuchsia. There we go. Much cleaner. One would, oh, hold on. Why don't you like the critters, Yels? Oh, someone else doesn't like critters. I would have gone for the elephant, but the lion is already cut. Concentration. Beautiful. Well, I wanted to use up my scraps, so these two critters were in the scraps, so I'm gonna work with that. I like it. I like the way that we have these coming down, so it creates a I think it works. There we go. And to finish off, I'm going to add some Nuvo drops. And I was going to use the Nuvo stones, but I think it's probably a little bit too blue. Yeah, it's too blue. I wanted it a bit more purpley. I do have a purple in the jewels, but it's very light purple, so it's not quite the same tone that I was going for. I don't think this is quite the right tone either. No. Too silvery. and the dream drops. This is the purple in the jewels. Looks more like a pink to me, to be honest. I don't think we'll notice much difference. All right. I think that's done, and I think we did pretty good, considering we had a little stamp roulette thrown in there as well. What do you think? I am so pleased with me. All right. And my dear friends, I think that's tonight's card making adventure over for tonight anyway. If I do this, we get them all in. There we go. We've got 3 different cards. Do this, it might work better. That's it. Using up scraps. So the question is, what scraps do you have lying in your craft room that you could use up tonight? Hmm? Whew. Lost my microphone. Yells says, I'm glad you do these videos because it's different looking from afar versus doing your own card. Very true. And I think everybody has different opinions, as we know, and different ideas, different styles, different preferences. There's definitely some things that you'll be like, no, I wouldn't do that. And then, but then sometimes I find, sometimes I'll watch someone and they're doing something, and I'm like, I wouldn't, that's not really me. But that thing that they just did is actually really interesting. So there's lots of ways you can be inspired, even if it's not kind of what you would do. Lucy says, fab cards, loves the kitty. Aw, good. The kitty's kind of plain. I didn't think she was going to get any loving. What about the rest of you? What's your favourite card from tonight? Certainly the last one seemed to be the most controversial. Yells still wants a balloon on this card. I think if I put the balloon, it would cover the enjoy. That's my thoughts. Don't you agree? Anna says the last card is your favorite. Oh, yay, good. Something different, huh? Okay, guys, I'm off to my Betty Boos. And thank you so much for joining me. I do some quick cleaning before I hit the sack. And I shall see you guys next week for more crafty fun time. Will I? Yes, I think so. I don't think there's anything on next week. So I shall see you then. Have a lovely weekend. And if you celebrate Guy Fawkes Night, have a happy Guy Fawkes Night as well. That must be between now and then. Bye, everybody. Have a lovely week. Bye. Happy crafting.